Hello out there, and get ready for... And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Shed in at the point guard position. Now here's White, and there's a pick. Here's Brown. Always a nice... Nice way to start, makes his first one.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Murray Boyles can't get it to go. Right side Ingram. Stripped away. Tatum inside. He's guarded by Barnes. Fader on the way. And it's Tatum missing. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Boston now, following the three-point basket by Toronto. And Brown with the stuff.
Yeah, charging inside with force. Love seeing Brown go up strong on the drive.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Now here's White. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by, and it's Tatum missing. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Shed. He's guarded by White. The 3 from Barnes. It's not going to go for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Brown. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The 3 from Barnes, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Don't see that a ton from Barnes. I mean, he's showing he can really get rid of it.
Tatum against Barnes. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Shed. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
Hauser outside from downtown. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Raptors lead by 4. Pass to Shed. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Barrett passes to Barnes. 5 on the clock. Here's Shed. Offline with a 3.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up in.
White with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Tatum inside. They still need this. And it's good on the lay-in.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Toronto's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Kadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Some changes for Toronto. 1:49 left to play in the first. Pass to Battle. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 so far. 1:19 left to play in the first. And it's all tied up.
Yeah, Tatum can be pretty slick with his dribble moves, putting the defense off balance.
Here's Walter. He's guarded by White. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Brown. Driving inside, and Brown with the stuff.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing a lane open up and attacking it.
Pass to Dick. Lets the three fly. He buries it from three.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It may be a player's lead, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Got a line change here for Boston. The Raptors also with a sub. Barnes is checked in. Pass to Walter. Fires the three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Raptors. They lead by 6. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter, we've got Barnes, Walter out there with Grady Dick, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. Here's Shireman. Drives to the hoop, and the layup is good off the glass. Shireman's got his first points of the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It's a beautiful thing. Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Pritchard, still without a bucket. And he drives in. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. To the middle. Here's Mamukelashvili. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Brian, back over to you.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And when you're trying to slow down a great score, there are those shots you just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. 2 points. That one goes. Ingram's got 5 points.
Well, we know Brandon has a smooth jumper, but man, he can really score down low.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Battle's checked in for Dick. Barnes. Nice move inside from Barnes.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, I mean, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Now here's White. No made baskets yet. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Toronto passing it around. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 8. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gets the three to fall. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the... Board for three. Toronto has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Ingram with the ball. He's got 5 to the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Barnes, following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Walter, just 5 on the clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Ingram's got 8 points.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to Ingram. He's such a good shooter.
Now White. Here's Queta. Kick out to Brown. Takes the 3. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Down low. Barnes passes to Ingram. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Barnes. Queta pulls it in.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Barnes against White. Pass to Brown. From deep. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Now here's Ingram. The three is up. No good that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Raptors out in front, up by 5.